Hi, this video will introduce how to create topics in Attensa. Topics are really core to Attensa. They allow you to take any number of sources and then filter and curate those sources into the specific content that matters to you, your audience, and your organization. So let's get started. There's two places you could start building a topic. The first is in My Topics, next to Topics I Own. Click on the plus. The second is in the Content Administration workspace. At the top, you'll see Plus Topic. Either one of these will take you to the same place. The first step in the process of creating a new topic is to select the source feeds for that topic. And this page allows you to do that with some help from Attensa. For purposes of this example, let's assume that we want to create a topic regarding self-driving or autonomous vehicles. In this case, the information that I'm looking for is likely to be from a number of different sources, some specialized, some not, potentially thousands of source feeds. Attensa will help me find the best source feeds for this topic. I just need to tell it a little bit about what I'm looking for. So I'll enter self-driving car. And then I have three choices. The first one is to have Attensa automatically pick the best feeds for this topic. The second one is to recommend source feeds to me, let me preview them and pick them. The third one is just create the topic right now. I'll add the sources to it later. That works great if you already know the sources that you want to use. Let's take the second option, and within a few seconds you'll see a list of recommended source feeds. Reviewing this list, you can preview the individual source, you can preview items within the source, and then you can click Add to add it to the sources for this topic. Now you can repeat this process as many times as you like, even putting new search phrases above. For example, in this case, autonomous vehicle. When you're comfortable that you have the sources you'd like to start with, select Create Topic. This will allow you to confirm the choices you've made, as well as name the topic something other than the default name, which is derived from your keyword search. Select Create Topic again, and you'll move to the Filters stage of the process. On the left-hand side of this view, you see the filters that are being applied to your sources. In this case, none have been yet. On the right-hand side, you see the resulting content based upon those filters. So the first thing you'll notice is there's several hundred or often many thousands of items. That's the unfiltered view of your source. On the left side, in a yellow box, you'll see that you have the option to apply your keyword as a filter, which is generally a good idea because it will immediately narrow down the amount of content that you're working with. So let's do that. Down below, you'll see tag terms. These are tags that are derived from the content that's displayed on the right-hand side of this view. The larger the tag, the more frequently it occurs in this content. Now, these give you an immediate idea of the composition of the content, but they also serve as filters. By selecting one, it is applied as a filter, and you can use it to include or exclude content. So let's say, for example, that I want to focus on BMW autonomous cars. I'm going to select the BMW tag, and you'll see it gets moved up into the filter area. Now I will select Apply for this new filter term, and on the right-hand side, you'll see the results immediately change. At the top of the filter area, you'll notice the option for Advanced Mode. This will open up a larger text box and display the current filter as text. If needed, you can also use this area to enter filter queries based upon operators supported by Attensa. For more information about those operators, see the Attensa support site. That's filtering in a nutshell. But before we leave this page, I'd like to highlight a couple of things that we'll cover in more detail in the curation training video. First of all the items in this topic can be shown or hidden by default. When items are shown by default, as they are here, I can click on the eyeball icon to the left of the title, and it will hide that item from non-administrative users. And likewise, if the items are hidden by default, I can expose the item by doing the same thing. A very useful curation technique. So that's how you create topics using sources and filters. Keep in mind that you can come back, manage and edit that information anytime you'd like. The results will be immediately reflected in the topic itself. There are a number of other views and controls available to you as a topic administrator. The Articles tab shows you the same view that your audience would have. This view also provides curation tools, and many curators prefer working from here. By selecting title or description, you can edit them. Categories allows you to assign this topic to any of your existing categories or create a new one. This defines where the topic will be found in catalogs. The Post to Topic option allows you to post an item directly into this topic. There are two methods. The first is to insert the URL of the content that you would like to post into the source URL field and then select Import Article. The second is to use the built-in editor. You can also include attachments. The Sources tab shows you the sources that you've selected and allows you to remove or add new sources. The Briefings and Topics tabs show you where this topic is used in the system. So for example, if it's used in other briefings or other topics, you'll see that here. The People tab shows you the members of your site and how they relate to this topic. It will show you which are subscribers. You can also set their permissions. The Activity tab will show you how your audience is engaging and interacting with this topic. And finally, on the Settings tab, I'll highlight a couple of useful options. The first is the ability to create an RSS feed of the content from this topic. That could be useful if you're interested in syndicating the content to other locations. The second is the ability to set up an email address for this topic. Any item that's sent to that email address will be posted to the topic as an article. The person sending the email needs to be a valid publisher within the system for this topic, and the item itself will need to satisfy the filters or it will not show up. That's Topics. We covered a lot of material, so please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. Email support@attensa.com or visit support.attensa.com. Thank you.